Okay, let's go through together now, one by one. If you can put your answers in the chat as we go, and if anybody has any questions, please say. So we'll start with 17. Everyone's heard of the Nobel Prize, but not everyone knows about the IG Nobel Prize. It is awarded for scientific research, which seems silly at first, but could actually have a serious impact in. Any more answers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Israel, what does IG mean? I don't actually know. I didn't even write this actual text myself. Someone else wrote it for me, but I haven't seen it for a long time. But after the class, I think I'm gonna Google it, look it up. So I don't know, Israel. You have to do some extra homework to find out. When I saw it at first, I thought it was the Instagram Nobel Prize, but it can't be that. Renula says, okay, the same. Okay, everybody says society. Yeah, good. Society, I think that one's easy. So if we jump to our word formation list, society, I'm going to put here, but let's just practice some other forms. So we had social. What other forms do we know? Put them in the chat, just so we can practice. Did you look that up, Israel? Have you Googled it now? Yeah, good. Socialize, or with a Z. It's good. So Deborah said socialize with an S. Gabrielle said with a Z. I'm going to put it as an S because I'm British and that's what I use. But with a Z is perfectly fine as well. Just remember to be consistent when you use the different forms. What else have we got? Any other forms? Any negative forms? Yeah, good. Tell me as well in the chat which column it goes in. So if you tell me a word, tell me, is it an adverb? Is it an adjective? Just so we practice. Do we know any more? I know at least one more. Good, Israel. Socialism. Is that right? Yeah. Socialism. Yeah, good. Deborah says unsocial. Yeah, tell it unsocial. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots actually, isn't there? Socialist. There's another, we can also say antisocial. Antisocial. Gabrielle says asocial. I don't know that one. Is that, I don't think it, I don't think I know that one, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, tell me if it exists. Sociality. Some of these you have to look them up because let's see. Yeah, sociality. Yeah, the degree to which individuals in an animal population tend to associate in social groups. Okay, let's put that one in. Gabrielle, you're saying asocial as well. Okay. So a lot of these words, they're not B2 words, and we don't need to know them for the B2 first exam, but it's good to know. But the most important ones are words like socialize, unsocial, antisocial, socially, society, socialist. I don't think you would see these words in the B2 first exam. They're a bit more high level, but they're good to know. That's enough for now. We don't need to do them all because we could go on and on. Okay, next one, number 18, we've got chemistry. And then we say, for example, in 2018, 3 Portuguese something received an Ig Nobel Prize. Yeah, good. Chemists. Let's quickly jump over here. So we've got chemistry is a noun. So is a chemist. What more do we know? Good as well. Chemical. Chemistries, yeah, yeah. Chemistries. Good to know the plural. Chemically, yeah, yeah. These are the most important ones for B2 first. Yeah, chemicals as well. Yeah. Yeah, we need chemical as a noun. Yeah, chemical and chemicals. Absolutely. Chemic. Chemic. Yes, is a person who no a chemist. A chemist. I don't think chemic exists. Oh, as a verb. As a verb. No, I don't think so. I'll check on Google. Chemic. See here it's saying, look, chemic as another form of chemist. It's now rare. We don't use it. So I'm not going to add it to this list because it's an old word that we don't really use. You don't need to know for this level. These are the most important ones. So that's fine. Okay, let's continue. 3 Portuguese chemists received an Ig Nobel Prize for investigating whether human saliva, that wet stuff in your mouth, was blank at cleaning kitchen surfaces. And the word is effect. Good. Yeah, effective. Excellent. Let's have a look at this one. So we've got effect as a noun. We've said effective. Any more? This is quite a good word for B2 first. Yeah, good as well. Effectiveness, although I don't think that that's a B2 first word. It's probably C1, but good to know. Adjective, yeah, effectively. Effectively, good. Any more? effectiveless, effectiveless. No, I think we would say ineffective is a negative. Yeah, so we always need to remember the negative forms as well. Good. Okay. I think effectively, we could also say here ineffectively. Yeah. Effect. I think that's enough. Let's continue. So number 20, nation. Another prize was given to an something team of Europeans and Asians. Yeah, good. A couple of people have said national. Just remember, look here, there's a clue, an, which tells us that this next word has to begin with a vowel. Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, national, it could work, but we've got different nations. We've got Europeans and Asians, so international. International. Okay, so we had nation is a noun. We had national. We had international. Any more? Nationality, good. Nationalist, good. Got some very political words here today. Nationalist, socialist, socialism, very good. Good, Gabrielle. Yeah, I wondered if anybody was going to say this word. This is a good word, but I don't think it's B2 first, but it's a good word. Nationwide, which means something is across all the country. It's nationwide. It's everywhere in a country. You can find it everywhere. It's nationwide. So that's a really good word. Probably C1. Nationally, good. What about a verb here? We've got, what else? We could say anti-national. I mean, there's many more probably combinations that we don't need to add, but just to give you an idea. Yeah, what about, no, it's not nation. It's not nation. It's a political word. In English, it's political. It means when the government, well, it means different things, I think, but the one use is when the government or the state, they take control of a service, for example, the railway service or an electricity company or the postal service, and they control it. The opposite is privatize. Yeah, good. Deborah and Gabrielle. Nationalize, yeah. And the opposite is privatize, when a company controls a service. Yeah, good. Nationalize, or with a Z, like Gabrielle's put it as well. Nationalize, yeah. Okay, good. Nationally, did I add them all? Nationalist, yeah, got that. Okay, 21. So international team of Europeans and Asians who showed that monkeys copy human something as much as humans copy monkeys. Yeah, good, everyone. Gabrielle, you spell it like this. I had a comment from Jose, who also said, could we use behavior, which is the American spelling? And I had to change the quiz because I hadn't included it, but that's absolutely fine. That's a good form as well. So, okay, we've got behave and behavior. So behave is a verb. What else do we know? Behavior is a noun. Good, Renula. Behavioral. Behavioral. Good. Yeah, good. That's important as well. Yeah, misbehave is the negative. Misbehave. To behave badly. Not a B, 2 words, more like C1 probably, but behaviorist you could have. Behavioral. Any more? This is a compound words, but well behaved we talk about as well. But you wouldn't see this in the exam, but it's good to know. Well behaved, it means somebody who behaves well, who has good behavior. So you talk about well behaved children or a well behaved dog. A dog that, you know, when you say come here, he comes here. He's a good boy, well behaved. His behavior is good. Yeah, we normally use this often to talk about children and animals. That's what I can think of at the moment. Okay, good. Number 22, motivate. A third award went to Spanish and Colombian researchers who analysed the for and effects of shouting while driving a car. Motivate. Okay, we've got a couple of possibilities here. Anybody want to change? 2 people say motives, 2 people say motivation. Motivation. I'm just trying to think. Maybe motives is possible. Analyze the motives for and effects of. I'm going to say that motives. I think both are correct actually. They both work. Yeah. So we had motivate. Motives. Any more? Anybody? Good. Motivational. Any more? I think there's a few more. Another adjective. Good. Gabrielle. Yeah. Motivated and unmotivated. This motivational. Would be the negative, and so we have motivating, which as a adjective. So if something is motivating, it motivates you. So maybe a film or some music that helps you study or helps you achieve a goal or something like that. It motivates you. It's motivating. And demotivating would be the opposite. Motivate and encourage. Is there a difference between motivate and encourage? They're very, very similar. If something motivates you, it makes you. I think it's more the idea of it gives you a positive feeling. It makes you feel like you can do it, and yet you want to do it. If somebody encourages you, I think it's more. It's similar, but it can be more that like advice. Like I encourage you to study every day. I think it's a good idea. You should study every day. I urge you. I want you to study every day. But if I motivate you to study every day, it means I make you want to study. So it's a slight difference. Does that answer your question, Israel? Oh, cool. Thank you, Israel. I think your video for me is frozen. Maybe it's me, but anyway, thank you. Okay, 23, manufacture. How might these projects benefit the wider world? In the case of saliva, something may be able to reduce the harmful chemicals in their products. Okay, difficult one. Who else do we need? Gabrielle, do you want to put an answer? You don't have to. You can pass if you want. I'm just waiting for you in case you're still thinking. Not sure. Yeah, I think this one's difficult. It's manufacturer. Yeah, so well done to those that got that. Oh, putting it in the wrong place. Manufacturer. Yeah. let's have a look. So a manufacturer is a person or a company that manufactures, that makes things. So manufacture is our verb. Manufacturer is the noun. Any more? Another noun? What do we call this as an activity? Good, Renula. Manufacturing. Yeah, good. But manufactured as a, well, really it's like it's a past participle of the verb to manufacture. But we talk about things like a manufactured situation or a manufactured music group, one that's it's not real, it's kind of fake. So that's a good adjective to know. The situation is manufactured. Or we used to hear about manufactured pop bands, like with X Factor and shows where they created bands, you know, like a factory, basically. So that's what manufactured means. Okay, and the last one, manage, for 24. Finally, the Angry Drivers project provides clues to the something of road rage. Okay. Yeah, management. Good. Management of road rage. How we manage road rage. Do you know what do people know what road rage is? Road rage is the anger that you feel when you're in a car. We call that road rage. If somebody cuts in front of you or something happens to you on the road, it's the tendency, I don't know why humans have it, we get very, very angry, even more angry when we're in a car for some reason. It's strange, and we scream and we shout, don't we? That's called road rage. Okay, let's have a look at our list. So we had manage is a verb. Management. By the way, on your list, if you've downloaded this, you should be able to enter like I'm doing now, and then save as well. So you can have like a digital version if you prefer, or you can also make a spreadsheet on Google Sheets or Excel is another good way. Any more forms? Do we know any? Anybody know more? In English, in British English, we don't usually say CEO. we would normally say an MD. Does anybody know what this means? The M, I can give you a clue. You probably know it's to do with manage, but what is it? I think you all know this word, CEO. This is the American word for a person who runs a company. But in British English, we say an MD. We had, yeah, manager. Yeah, it's not this isn't manager. No, it's something else. Gabrielle says managerially. Yes, well, we need managerial, and we could say managerially, possibly, but it seems a little bit strange. Oh, good. Israel says manageable. Yeah, good. Manageable. Yeah. And also unmanageable. A situation or a person could be manageable or unmanageable. Something that you can do or maybe you can't do. It's not possible. You can't manage it. As an adverb, yeah, managerially. I'll put it in. Managerially. I just think it maybe is a little bit. It's not so common, but it's probably accepted. Managerially. I don't think I hear it a lot. Okay, this word here. Yes, good, Renula. You said it. Managing. So an MD is the managing director, which is what we say instead of CEO. So the adjective is managing, the managing director, the person in charge. Okay, good. That's it. Anybody have any questions at all? Made a nice list there. We will stop for today, but thank you everybody for joining. I just thought I'd show you a couple of things on the websites. There's still, if you're interested, you want to use Write and Improve, you can send me a message and I can create a free account for you. That's still possible. I think there's another month left or so. I'm going to start adding some lessons here on this new page called Lessons. At the moment, this is a really interesting one. There's not really a lesson. It's just 3 videos that are on YouTube that you can find. But you can do a virtual speaking test. I'll just show you. My internet's really slow, as you can see. Sorry about this. It's going really slow at the moment. But basically, there's only 3 parts. They don't have the part 3. So it's part 1, part 2, part 4, but they don't have part 3. I think it's because it's a conversation with your partner, so it's not really possible. But this is really clever. Has anybody seen this yet? Can you tell me in the chat if you've seen it, or if you haven't seen it, just tell me no. Who's seen this? Anybody? It's taking a little while. I'm sorry about this. You've seen it before, Gabrielle. So it's a virtual speaking test. The quality is not very good at the moment, but I think you can probably improve it. I won't. Let me see. There we go. You can. It's 360, so you can click and drag, and you can look all around the room, and it's just like a normal speaking, a real speaking test. And you can answer the questions. And you can see that the examiner even looks at the camera like she's looking at you. Teddy says that you saw a girl with a boy. Yeah, I think maybe that's the normal one, the one that's not 360. But this is 360. So if you can see, I'm clicking and I'm dragging around. So it really gives you the feeling that you're in the exam. And I think maybe it's possible if you have the glasses, you can also sort of see it with, you know, the virtual, I don't know what you call them, the virtual reality glasses. That's it. Actually, maybe this is something different. I'm not sure. But anyway, you've got 3 parts here. So if you're going to be doing the exam soon and you don't know what the speaking part is like, then I encourage you, I recommend that you practice. Anyway.